She's lying.
I live on Social Security. I'd like to keep that.
In this day and time, you virtually cannot have a single income household.
Back then, everybody worked in the coal mines or the steel mills, but there was hardly any mines left anymore.
The way they're trying to get rid of coal, fossil fuels,
I think it's the most important thing in my lifetime.
Vote Trump 2024. He is the best man for the job.
Vote for Kamala Harris. Thank you.
With a good conscience, I can't vote.
I'm about half sick of seeing this shit on YouTube. Every time I turn the damn TV on, it's fucking Kamala getting bashed by Trump, Trump getting bashed by Kamala. I don't give a fuck. Same shit every time. Oh, so-and-so did this, he did that. I doesn't matter. As long as somebody's in the office to fix the shit, that's all we fucking need.
What's it?
We're facing World War III, poverty. We're looking to go for another Great Depression.
Good morning, America. You're watching Channel 5, Election Season 2024. We're here in Gallatin, Pennsylvania, a.k.a. the Paris of America's Rust Belt, a once thriving hub of the steel, coal, and railroad industry. As you can see, though, unfortunately, there's trash for yards, if not meters. Marlboro empty cigarette packages, 5-hour energies discarded on the ground.
Now I see where Kamala's coming from. Once you actually talk to people and they're like, yeah, another Great Depression's coming. You know, I mean, country's in the shitter. You know it is. I mean, goodness. I mean, my job, I can't even hold the household together. It's just the food. Don't even get me started on the food. I couldn't even feed the kids last week. You know. And that's something that's tough. And you know, I got these dadders on my ass or whatever they're called. I don't really know because I've never had that happen to me, but it's so terrible. And yeah, I mean, if that was what was actually being said and how people were acting as a president, as if I was president, I'd be like, hey guys, what's up? How we doing? Are we all doing good? Okay, that's great. So happy.
Decay, blight, Rust Belt. You're not gonna find any Stumptown coffee or voodoo donuts around here, Rust Belt. There's no vegan co-ops or zine fairs or flea markets or streetwear meetups or meet and greets with rappers around here. Just hardworking Americans with Chevy Silverados and dreams of the past that meet with the harsh realities of the future, Rust Belt. We have an election in 10 days, so we're here in a swing state to talk to the people and see how they're feeling. Oh shit, there's a guy on a lawnmower. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. Sir!
The first Pennsylvanian I flagged down for an interview was the town's grass cutter, a man named Larry, who, like 68% of voters in Cambria County, cast a ballot for Donald Trump in 2020 and planned to do so again.
All them coming into our country, did they get shots? Did they get vaccinated? Did they do, you know? They're bringing diseases in our country.
Did you get vaccinated?
No. Yeah, I'm still living.
But you feel like they should get them.
What's that?
You feel like they should get them though?
You could spend your time looking for a way.
Like I said, I just want to see an honest person in there, and I think.
Well, they're actually pretty immune because of the place where they come from is it's so terrible and it's so like disease stricken and everything like that. That once they get here they really don't need shots and stuff like that. They're fine without them.
He is.
I'm going for a job right now at McDonald's.
He then took a jab at Harris, who has shared she worked at McDonald's during college. But Trump continues to say he doesn't believe it.
Trump went to McDonald's, yeah. What they did was years ago, we could get the sausage, egg, and cheese, you know, any time of the day. Well, then they changed it. You can only get it for breakfast.
Right. You think Trump might change that?
He can do it. I like Trump. The man can talk for 2 hours straight, and you can understand what he's saying.
Kamala, you're fired. Get out of here.
I don't want that whore in there, man. She's a slut. She's lying. All they do is lie.
When you say Kamala is on some sort of slut behavior, what did she actually do?
No, well, I don't think she's going to do anything. She's just lying. She said about this and that, and listen, what is it, the transgenders or whatever that.
As president, she would use executive authority to ensure transgender people who rely on the state for medical care, including those in prison, would have access to comprehensive treatment associated.
You can tell it's just so far out of it. Look, a lot of these people in America, with a lot of the people who are voting, with the oh shit. With the the largest amount of group of people who are voting, they actually really have no care for anything about transgender or anything, or even want to discuss that or even want to think about it. Because you got to understand, am I bleeding? Speaking of trans, I think I am bleeding. It's so far out of their mind. They have no room to even comprehend it or even want to. And they're from like a time where they don't even want to fucking, they don't even want to hear it. It's like this very taboo thing, and it still is. But yeah.
Associated with gender transition, including all necessary surgical care.
I want to see Trump in there.
So,
Larry
so as a president, if you're bringing that up, it's kind of like...
Larry, being my first interviewee,
you
gave
get
me the
some
impression
people,
that the
but
whole town
not
of
really.
Glitzen was nothing but working-class white Americans who'd fallen victim to culture war distractions deployed by the media and the politicians they work for. But according to many other locals, the town was once a predominantly Democrat Union stronghold until Trump came into the picture in 2016.
This was all Democratic. We used to have big Democratic rallies here back in this town. Used to have 5,000-6,000 people in the coal mines and stuff, and it was all labor, you know. Everything's closed, everything's gone. I mean, I have customers in here that hate me because I don't love Trump. And I see violence coming down the road. I mean, people are really brainwashed by this. It's crazy. Most of them are uneducated and really don't care about it. You know, they hear somebody preaching bullshit and they fall for it, and just like drug addicts, like, hey, try this stuff, make you really feel good. Like, I never went to college, but I'm not, that naive to believe in this horse shit.
Part of the pro-Trump fervor that sees certain parts of the state is a result of direct campaigning. Pennsylvania is one of the 7 swing states on the ballot, a term that refers to politically diverse states that have a chance of either voting red or blue, and it's small towns like Glitzen that matter most to the Trump campaign. Virtually all of Pennsylvania's major population centers, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, State College, Erie, and Harrisburg, all lean strongly Democrat, but the rural counties between the cities, particularly in western PA, compose the largest conservative voting bloc in the state. So Trump has been here heavy, promising to bring back coal mining and steel manufacturing, industries that have been in dramatic decline since the 1950s.
I honestly think mining's done.
This came as a result of a few factors, such as automation and technological advancement, but the primary driver in the economic collapse of the Rust Belt was globalization.
I like the turbines. I like the wind turbines. When you're driving by, dude, I love the wind turbines. I think they look great. When I see, it's like I'm in a utopia city builder when I'm driving through. It's great. I fucking love it. Get more of them. Not really, but I like them. Maybe not get more of them, but yeah, I know they have their problems. But
wherein corporations betrayed the unions and outsourced labor to countries with lower wages and raw material costs.
We are going to put our coal miners back to work.
Despite Trump's promises, U.S. coal jobs went down 24% during his previous term in 2016. But that wasn't necessarily all his fault. Every bill he proposed was shot down by a then Democrat majority Congress, who cited the often dangerous working conditions inside the mines themselves, and more importantly, environmental concerns associated with coal mines. Coal releases more carbon emissions and greenhouse gases than any other energy source, and is considered to be a major driver of climate change and global warming in the area.
Which I agree, I lived here all my life, and I see the winter. We don't have winter anymore here. I mean, we used to be able. The roads used to be impassable when I was a kid growing up here. The snowstorms were so violent, it was crazy, and now we get nothing. So there's, people don't believe in climate change. Well, what the hell happened to winter in the middle of Pennsylvania?
I'm going to take just 1 minute.
Hot. You feel like a lot of people just don't care about this election?
Yeah, honestly. I think we're screwed either way, and I think the whole country thinks the same thing.
On one hand, you got a guy that's a liar and a thief, wants to be a dictator, wants to take care of all his buddies, the rich and wealthy. And the other party, they just don't give a shit. And where do we stay? Down where they want us.
As I hung out at the gas station in town, I could sense a general feeling of disillusionment with the upcoming election.
Honestly, just lower prices is all I want. Honestly, I'm tired of it.
After all, Both parties had their chance, 4 years to change things in Cambria County, PA, and neither Democrats or Republicans succeeded in raising the median household income to above $55,000 per year, or decreasing the poverty rate below where it currently sits at 16.9%, 6 points above the national average.
I just want shit to be over.
What are the main concerns that face your life on a day-to-day basis?
Spending upwards of $3.50, $4 a gallon for gas, $300 for fucking 10 things from the grocery store. Even when I was trying to find my place here, I spent probably a good 2-3 months looking around. It's just not feasible for anybody. If they wanted to buy a house now, you're screwed.
It's hard to live, day by day. It's hard to even get health insurance anymore for the hardworking people.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like small town Pennsylvania is kind of underrepresented by the media?
Yeah, I do.
Until now, what's up, guys? As you know, one of our
you work at Dollar General, and when you work at Dollar General, you're not gonna get health care. Sorry, but maybe you will, and I don't know the rules and policies of Dollar General. I don't know. But I think that when you have a lot of middle class Americans who are in their late 30s and 40s, who are working retail jobs and who are working fast food businesses and stuff like that, you're going to run into a real problem with the median income of households. You're going to run into that. And I don't think that that's probably like the big problem. I don't even know. I'm just saying that is kind of what's happening a little bit.
mission statements here at Channel 5 is to give you guys a raw, unbiased, unfiltered look at reality, but with a particular emphasis on certain places that aren't covered by the mainstream press. But before we hit the road and chase a news story, we like to use a service called Ground News, which helps us research how both sides of the mainstream news act with an immense broad, left and thoroughly did most. They also have a dope-ass tool called Blind Spot that allows you to see articles not being covered by the left or the right, and also tracks the corporate ownership associated with certain publications that push sensationalized stories to serve an agenda. Full disclosure, it does cost money. As it should. It's the best in the business. Let me tell you why. When you subscribe, you'll get access to a personalized dashboard that figures out what your biases are. And what if I told you I can help you get 50/Channel 5, or scan this QR code right here, and you'll get 50% off the Vantage subscription. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the description and the pinned comment. Again, that's www.ground.news/Channel 5. All right, back to the mean, rugged streets of Glitzen, Pennsylvania.
On my way out of town to visit a serpent-handling church in the mountains of West Virginia, I noticed something interesting, which was the one and only house in Glitzen, adorned with in-your-face Harris wall signs, both in the yard, on the house, and inside all the windows. So I decided to give the door a knock to see if the occupants would be down to do an interview. There was one man and two women living in the house. The man did not want to be on camera, but the two women agreed to share their perspectives. The first was okay with having her face shown, but the second woman asked us to blur her out entirely, claiming that her physical safety would be in danger if the town's conservative majority saw her publicly disparaging Donald Trump.
Around here, I'd say everybody wants him, thinking he's going to bring back coal, he's going to bring back oil, he's going to bring back all this other stuff. Well, if he hasn't done it the first time around, he's using that just to get in office.
What are the promises he made about steel?
The only steel we're going to use in America is going to be American-made steel.
We are also going to keep U.S. steel right here in America. American steel. American steel. American steel.
Well, that wasn't true. The tariffs is another thing. I get it. I think that's a joke. People don't understand that all that's going to trickle down to us paying that tax. Yeah. Us, not China or whoever else he says. That we're not going to be responsible. Well, who else is? We're the last people on the totem pole. It's going to go from here to here to here to here to us, and we're going to end up paying it.
When you say the bottom of the totem pole, you feel like the working class is what you're talking about?
Yeah, the working class.
Vote for Kamala Harris. Thank you.
What are some of the policies?
Wait. Maybe I'm stupid. If I'm running I'm running a water company and I want to sell the water, and I am selling the water, and I'm getting it from a place that has a lot of water, and they send it to me. But wait, what the fuck? Wait, wait, I'm buying water. I'm gonna put tariffs on the place that I'm buying water from so that my people can pay less? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does that make any sense? I'm buying water. I get water from this person. Then I'm selling the water also. Okay, so if I'm selling the water, then I'm going to put a certain amount of tax on that water. Right? What's the tax on the water? What, 5%? 5% tax on water? Not much. But, why would I impose tariffs? Why would I make them pay to deliver it to me if I'm selling the water? And I'm selling the water. I'm slinging this fucking water, man. I'm slinging the fuck out of this water. I don't want to talk about the water too much, but it's not, frankly, it's not about the water. Okay? It's more about how are you going to impose tariffs to make your people pay less. Make the people that you're selling it to pay less. Maybe my brain's broken.
I live on Social Security. I'd like to keep that.
There are many seniors in our country that Social Security is their only form of income. His policy would actually render the Social Security fund empty, essentially, in 6 years.
I don't want any cuts in that, and Roe should have never been overturned. I myself, many years ago, needed a procedure. It's up to the woman. And I like her ideas for helping first-time home owners.
As the price of housing has gone up, the size of down payments have gone up as well. My administration will provide first-time home buyers with $25,000 to help with the down payment on a new home.
I think that's a really good idea because
housing.
There's a housing shortage. I like her
bad.
ideas about the housing shortage because there is a big one, and I liked her idea about saving money for new parents for when you have a new baby. I like those ideas.
Doesn't matter. As long as somebody's in the office to fix the shit, that's all we fucking need.
Channel 5 Live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. 5 is the best number.
That's